I will start the session in a minute or so. Some participants are still joining. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session of After Hours with William O'Neill India. Uh, so the last few days, Nifty has been quite turbulent, and I hope everyone's doing well, considering the turbulence that the market is giving you. So if you've been a MSI subscriber, as we have exited our position, so we have advised our clients also to exit their position as they've moved the market to downtrend a couple of days back. So to add, this is the moment to be probably in the sidelines and see what the Nifty is doing at the moment. So before we go ahead with the session, I'd like to give a small disclaimer that any security that probably we'll discuss in today's session should not be considered as a buy or sell recommendation, and we'll be just doing it for educational purpose. So talking about Nifty 50's today action, following like some weak global cues, like your Asian market was declining, the US markets was declining. Even today, your Nifty opened below the 200 DMA, so which is not a good sign. But after that, you could see Nifty moving higher, like kind of made a bottom around the 16,000, the 820, 830 levels, and then kind of moved higher. But as you could see, the rise was on very low volumes, and the global pressure, and even on the technical side, the Nifty was hovering around the 200 DMA, which is not a good sign. And in the second half of the day, as you could see sharp selling in the Nifty, and it came back to where it started, and after some 2 odd days fighting with the 200 DMA, Nifty today closed below the 200 DMA. So we'll discuss more of that in the next few slides. So what I was talking about in the last slide, if we see to it, like this was the session when we downgraded the market to a downtrend. After that, Nifty was kind of flirting with the 200 DMA in today's session as well, and the last session as well. Today also it tried to move ahead of the 200 DMA, that I'm talking about, this black line. But as selling pressure intensified in the second half of the trading session, today it probably gave a proper closing below the 200 DMA. So if you look at it from the recent top, there was like a good amount of selling pressure. Like no shorts have been covered, probably not getting covered at the moment. There is more and more selling pressure. If you look at the selling pressure in Nifty, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 session, for 6 consecutive section, Nifty has been closing in red. So if you've been following the O'Neill rules, we've been probably kind of safe from this market turmoil at the moment, because a couple of days back, like a few days back, we put the market in uptrend under pressure. So when the market's in uptrend under pressure, you probably go on exiting your weaker structures, and then you're very cautious in about adding a new position or not. And just like on Friday, we had change the market status to an uptrend under pressure, that is this candle. After that, in the next candle itself, there was huge selling pressure, and which took the market to a downtrend. So going forward, we would want Nifty probably to establish a potential bottom, and let's see if the potential bottom happens here, maybe like a small bounce can come, and then probably a support near the previous highs of around 16,793, or maybe 16,500 can act as a good support for Nifty going forward. So if a bottom is established for and the Nifty stays above that bottom for 3 consecutive days, then we'll shift the market status to RA, that is a rally attempt. So talking about, the key constituent of the Nifty index, that is the Bank Nifty, which is like the crux of Nifty, which holds the max as a sector, which holds the maximum position in Nifty. If you look at the last 5 trading sessions for Nifty, today's session will get updated in by the end of the day. So if you look at it, even this session kind of looks like this, where even today Nifty Bank Nifty declined by around 1.6%. And if you look at the fall in the last few sessions, all the fall was on above average volumes, as you can see. The depreciating rupee outflow from by the FIs are definitely putting pressure on Nifty and as well as on Bank Nifty. If you look at this candle, that is when it breached the 21 DMA, you could see I was on above average volume itself. And when the next couple of day breach, that is the 50 DMA breach, even that was there on above average volume. So which is not a good sign if you look at it. And it's very similar to Nifty. Nifty breaches 200 DMA, but talking about Bank Nifty, it is one of the leading sectors in this rally. If you could look at it, it was just a one-way rally for Bank Nifty. But post that, it is like hovering around the 200 DMA at the moment. And if probably Bank Nifty breaks down on its 200 DMA, then it's probably not a good sign for Nifty or the market going ahead. Talking about top gainers and losers from Nifty at the moment, Asian Paint was the top gainer. Asian Paint gained by around 2.8%. Sun Pharma by around 2.1%, Dr. Reddy by 1.8%, Eicher Motors by 1.7%, and Power Grid by 1.2%. If we talk on the losers front, from the metal side, we got a couple of losers like the Hindalco and JSW Steel, which declined by 3.7% and 3.4%. Axis Bank declined by 3.3%, ITC by 3.1%, and Reliance by 2.7%. Talking about the sector view, it was mainly dominated by the reds. What I was talking about earlier, the fall in Bank Nifty, it was around 1.6%. And similarly, if you look at financial services, like similar to banks, it's declined by around 1.2%. Talking about the PSU Bank declined by 2.1%, and private bank by around 1.4%. Probably the saving grace, if you look at probably in today's action, was just Pharma, which probably gained by around 0.85, 0.9%. So talking about the key news for the day. So Tata Motors launched the most affordable electric car in India at an introductory price of around 8.49 lakhs. Power Grid received board approval for the appointment of G. Ravishankar, Director of Finance, as Chief Financial Officer. IDBI Bank board gives in principle not to divest their stake in the North Eastern Development Financial Corporation. Edelweiss Financial announced 400 crore public issue of secured redeemable NCDs. KRSNAA is planning to launch 600 diagnostic centers across India, and HG Infra subsidiary received financial closure for the Greenfield Highway project in Telangana from the National Highway Authorities of India. So, as an MSI subscriber, you've been following, so stay tuned to the space of this after hours and the pre-bell space to probably understand where the market is heading at the moment, and do read on to the mailers as well to understand and decipher and probably gain more knowledge, insights about the market, and even on the weekends, the learning articles probably to take your learning curve higher up. So we'll probably meet you tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. sharp for the pre-bell, and in the evening we'll be there to solve your queries, the stock queries with the stock darbar session as well. So thank you guys.